Hello, fellow Nigerians. I want to once again welcome you to our great channel, the Ifo Nexus. Like I always say before I begin, this channel is a channel that will continue to educate you all you need to know as we draw closer to the 2027 general election and all the information you need to know in our country, Nigeria. In the past weeks, when Trump dropped a message that is going to come to Nigeria, America is going to step in if the Nigerian government refuse to stop the killings that are going on in Nigeria, the genocide that are going on amongst the Christian in Nigeria. When that Trump released that message, some misguided individual twisted the message. Even the media, they follow suit to twist what Trump said. Don't get me wrong, I am not a fan of Trump. I don't support Trump. I don't even like what Trump policies. I don't like him as not him. The policies is carrying out. So, but we need to set the record straight. Now, some misguided individual twisted the message. First, they said there was no genocide. Percy like Reno Mokri, and Percy like Daniel Buala, and Percy like Femi Fanikayode. While Mokri said there was no genocide, Fani Kayode said Trump said he's going to invade Nigeria. And the person of Buala, they all twisted the story. And these three persons I've just mentioned, these three personalities, you all know them. They have no job. They have got no job. All they do is to wait for any government to come in and they begin to do propaganda for them. Find out and tell me the kind of job these guys do. They have no job apart from following politicians up. Speaking lies for politicians, especially Reno Mokri, Daniel Buala, and Femi Fanikaude. These guys, they twisted the story. They said Trump is going to invade Nigeria. They said that most Nigeria were buying into those misrepresentation of fact. They twisted the story. Said Trump said he's going to invade Nigeria. Trump never said he was going to invade Nigeria. What Trump said in his message, he says the atrocity that will be committed by Boko Haram, which is being sponsored by people in the government, which is being sponsored by person in Nigeria. He said he's going to step in. America is going to step in to stop the atrocities. He didn't say he was going to invade Nigeria. There was no way Trump said he was going to invade Nigeria. Now, some misguided individual together with the media, they twisted the story. They were saying Trump was going to invade Nigeria. Trump was going to come and fight war with Nigeria. To the extent that person like Femi Kayode said Nigeria is going to go to war with America. Imagine that. I think Femi Kayode think Nigeria going to war with America is him beating his wife. He thought that is what going to war with America is like. Femi Fanikaude, let me remind you for free, I know you know this. In years back, when these same terrorists captured one of American, the same America you say you are going to go to war with, they came to your country, they came to Nigeria, rescued their person, killed the terrorists, and left. The operation was over before your government even knew about it. They finished the operation, rescued their person, killed the terrorists, and left. That is Seas Navy SEAL of the United States of America. They came to Nigeria. These are the same, that is the same country you said you are going to fight the war with. You see, sometimes like I said, they speak to please their paymasters, who are the criminal government in power. They, like I said, they have no job, especially like Femi Fanikaude, Buala, and Reno Mokri. They wait for any government to come in, a dirty government, because a responsible government will not listen to these three individuals. When they see that a criminally minded government, a corrupt government is in power, they will begin to, they will switch their allegiance immediately to them and begin to speak, propaganda for them. And also, like I said, the media helped propagate this falsehood that Trump said he was going to invade Nigeria. And again, some people say that Trump was, is interested in oil, in Nigeria oil and Nigeria mineral resources. And so many people are buying into those falsehood. Now, let's even assume that is true. Now, like I said, let's assume Trump said he was going to invade. Trump was interested in the Nigeria oil. Now, the question I want to ask from Nigeria is this. The oil you said Trump is interested in and the mineral resources. How has this oil benefited you? What have you benefited from the oil? Is it not the same sponsor of Boko Haram that steals this oil? They steal this oil. They use it to sponsor the Boko Haram, to sponsor terrorists, and kill you. Is it not better if that is true? Trump should come and get access to the oil and stop the killings? Or will you prefer these same sponsors, they keep stealing the oil and sponsoring these terrorists to continue to kill you? The oil you have no access to, the oil that you are not benefiting from? Or the oil you say you produce now, how much is a liter of oil? How much are you buying petrol? How much are you buying fuel? The same oil you are bragging with that Trump is coming to collect from Nigeria. The same oil you are saying that is the reason why Trump is threatening Nigeria. Why? When some people have used to brainwash so many Nigerians and so many are buying into it. And people I thought they are intellectually minded. People I thought that are exposed and know what's going on. They follow suit and begin to spread those falsehoods, including the media, that Trump is interested in the mineral resources. For example, in Zafara, the mineral resources is being stolen by politicians, by those criminals, the past and present politicians. They steal them. This is why they sponsor this Boko Haram, so that it will not end. This is why they are sponsoring this terrorists, so that it will not end. So that as long as the insecurity goes on in Nigeria, they will have more time, more chance to steal those resources in the north. Go to the south. The oil in Niger Delta. Those Niger oil in Nigeria, most of them are owned by the northerners. In fact, the corruption that is going on, in fact, NFPC is one of the most corrupt, in fact, is the highest corrupt institution in Nigeria. And it's occupied by northerners. Mostly, the managerial position. These are the people that are stealing your resources. They steal your resources. They use the resources to buy arms, to sponsor these terrorists, so that the insurgency, the criminality, the kidnapping, the killings will continue, the violence will continue in Nigeria, and they will create chance for them to continue to loot, to continue to steal. And most of you that in that Nigeria, some of you you forget so soon. You don't even remember what happened yesterday. When the election was coming closer, when one lady from one Aja from the north, you were in that country when she came out to confess how she went to meet Tinubu in London. And she asked Tinubu, what do you have for the north? What are you going to do about the insecurity in the north? He said Tinubu told her plainly that he has no solution for the insecurity in Nigeria, that if he even tries to solve the problem of insecurity, they might even kill him. They will kill him. That was what that lady said. And that was the truth. And I see some of you come to the social media and say the government should fight terrorism. The same government. The government knows those people who are sponsoring these terrorists. They know the sponsors. And in fact, the sponsors are in the government. The past service government, the sponsors are there. In fact, one retired commando, retired military officer who was a consultant in the military, has confirmed this allegation. Said they gave the names of the sponsors to the government. Nothing was done to it. So that brings me to the question: in the first place, is Trump supposed to even come in and act and even issue that message? No. The point is that it's not as if the Nigerian government cannot deal with Boko Haram. The fact remains that for the fact that there are the sponsors of Boko Haram are in the same government, the sponsors of Boko Haram are in Senate, they are in the House of Rep, they are in the presidency. That's why you see issue of Boko Haram will never end. And also the military are feeding fat from the issue of terrorism in Nigeria. Look at one of their own that was killed just recent, who was killed just last week here. In fact, he was ambushed. He managed to fight those terrorists, fight these demons. He fight them. He survived. I mean, he escaped, and he was able to give their military. I mean, their superior, his colleagues. He gave them his location to come rescue him. These same people revealed the location to the terrorists to go kidnap him, to go get him, and kill him. This is the same country you think, terrorism will end. Because terrorism, the Boko Haram, the sponsorship, and the government, the sponsorship, and the present government, the sponsorship past government officials who are sponsoring Boko Haram. And in fact, we have people who have come both in their utterances, both in their body language, both in their, whatever, they have confirmed to Nigeria that they are sponsoring Boko Haram. In fact, we have seen in video where this current so-called vice president was, frolicking with the criminals, the terrorists, dining with them. We have seen when the criminals, the terrorists, have been interviewed with this same propaganda TV stations, interview terrorists, carry guns. And you think that problem will be solved? And when Trump issue a message to warn Nigeria, if they don't, step up, America is going to save the Christian and being killed every day. So misguided individuals begin to twist the story. They said Trump wants to invade Nigeria, and Trump is interested in Nigeria oil and mineral resources. And some, people who these politicians have been brainwashing for years continue to believe those nonsense. The reason I'm bringing this message to you is that, like I said, as the election comes very closer, like all my videos, I always make this clear to all of us that saving Nigeria is all our responsibility, those that believe in Nigeria. If you think you are going to fold your hands and you think Nigeria is going to just work like that, you'll be deceiving yourself. If you think someone is going to make Nigeria work for you, you are deceiving yourself. Because you see what is going on now. The country is lawless. There's no law in the country. The country is criminality everywhere, terrorism everywhere. Lawlessness everywhere, impunity everywhere, displayed by so-called government officials. These criminals called government officials. So the only solution for Nigeria to save their country by themselves. We are the people that will save our country by ourselves. Not anyone. Like I said, Trump is not even supposed to come in the first place. Because the Boko Haram situation is not what the government cannot handle. But because the sponsor of Boko Haram and the government, the sponsor of Boko Haram are within the presidency, they are within the Senate, they are within the House of Rep. This is why you see the issue will never end. And military are also collaborating with the terrorists because they are feeding fat from this insecurity in Nigeria. This is why it will never end. So I am bringing this video to let every Nigerian know who believe Nigeria will work again. It will take our collective effort to make our country great. It will take our collective effort to rebuild our country. So this is why I'm saying, as this election comes very closer, be getting prepared on what you are going to do for us to come together to vote and defend our vote. That is the only way to go. That is the only way to go. And like I said, as the election come getting very closer, I will be coming here with videos to tell you all we need to do, how we need to prepare ourselves for us to vote and defend our vote. This is the only way we can get our country work. Nigerians are the ones to make their country great. Nigerians are the ones to make their country work. We are the ones to build our country. Nobody will build it for us. Not these criminals parading themselves like as leaders. You see what is going on? The country is lawless. I mean, impunity everywhere, criminality everywhere. Nowhere is safe. So we need to act. This 2020 coming election, 2027 presidential election, may be our last chance. If we miss it, what we are going to get after that will be worse than what we are getting now. Like I said, I always say, if you're not subscribed to our channel, do well to subscribe to our channel so that you begin to see all our update videos that will come your way as we get closer to the 2027 general election. Once again, thank you for watching this video and God bless you. Bye-bye.